Okay, so for the newer group really fast, we're gonna start off in the guard position, okay? All right, if you guys can circle back around just a little earlier so you can see everything. Okay, and so again, this is called close guard, right? Close guard, open guard. Close guard, open guard. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? Doesn't matter what foot's on top of the other, just close the guard, okay? So again, I'm gonna go my hand, I'm gonna go to the opposite collar, and I'm gonna go to the sleeve. I don't wanna cross my grips. I'm never doing this. I'm either doing this, sometimes I can do this, sometimes I do this. Okay, so for this technique for our newer group, again, we're gonna go to our collar right here. Again, this will break that collar, or that'll break that posture, right? So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna open my guard and I'm gonna shift my hips to the side that I'm grabbing. So if I'm grabbing this side, I don't wanna turn this way because now look at my body's awkward. If I turn this way, oh, now I'm going to where my grip is gripping, right? Okay, so I'm gonna open the guard and I'm gonna switch my hips to the side. Try not to do this. I know if it's your first times, you can do this. Just be used to not putting your feet on the mat. There's a time and a place to do it, right? So what I wanna do is I wanna open my guard and then use this to help me get my hips to the side.
The
right?
knees going in?
Yes, so while I'm switching my hips to the side, now my butt's facing that way, right? Okay, this knee right here is gonna be onto his belt level or his chest level, right? Again, I keep the distance. If I wanna bring him on top of me, I'll bring him on top of me, right? Notice how I'm laying on my tricep. I don't want that to happen because there's no pull there. So at the same time, I'm gonna keep this right here. A lot of times, Coach Dave has a strong base. That's when I can pick him up this way. I'll use not just my legs, but I'll pull him at the same time. So when I pull him, I'm gonna get onto my elbow right here, okay? Now this foot is gonna be on his knee. I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna sweep. Don't just let him go. Use these grips to pull you back onto him and sit to that mount. Don't sit like, I like to keep this pull because later on, when we start getting advanced, right, we can start using that position to start working on arm attacks or whatever it may be. When you're finishing a sweep, don't just sweep, you gotta finish the whole technique. Sweep, pull yourself up, hip in. Don't sit tight, because when he sits tight, you're gonna bump me, he's gonna start doing all this stuff. And I don't want any of that to happen. So when I'm pulling him, my hips go down to his belly button, and I'm doing this. So, hips, one more time. Seems like a lot of steps, but once you get down to it, it'll be more smooth. On my elbow. Okay, he's a heavy base. I can bring him this way if I want to. This foot's gonna drop. Again, my calf is on his knee. If his knee's on my thigh, I'm not strong enough. I won't be able to do that. If he's too far, if he's too close, you can go away from him. I'm on my elbow the whole time. Keeping this grip nice and pulled. I'm gonna kick like this. That's why it's called like a scissor sweep. That's what scissors do, right? So when I do that, watch the momentum. Same thing like how we do those heists. Same position, but now we're using it as a sweep. Right? Any questions? You guys can go ahead and work on that, and then for the upper belts, we'll go work on what we were working on last week. Any questions? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Again, from the closed guard. Again, it's super important that I have my grips. Because if I don't have my grips and I start doing all this other stuff, I'm not controlling him or her, right? So that's why I want to make sure my grips are correct first. Okay, I'm keeping him away, keeping her away. Shifting my hips to the side. Even if that person collapses on me, that's perfectly fine. I don't have to stay here. I can use my knees and my arms to create the distance. If I want to get close to that person, I'll bring him towards me. Okay, I gauge the distance, not him. Okay, oh, he's too close for comfort. Oh, okay. You see how I'm getting in this position? Okay, so again, I'm keeping it nice and tight because I want to get ready to build up. Right, I'm laying on my elbow right now because I'm not ready to sweep. When I start extending, now I'm on my elbow. You see, it's like I'm knocking a bow. Okay? This is gonna stay the same. Everything's gonna stay the same. If he's too heavy and I can't kick, I can always kick the leg out, but I'm not gonna do that. Bring him towards you, lighten up that base. See, I'm lightening up the base. If he's too heavy, yeah, not that strong. But if I lift him up, oh, he becomes lighter. Bring myself up all the way, just like you were working. Hips in, okay? Now what's gonna happen from here is I'm going to pull this arm to the side, and I'm going to bring my knee to the, excuse me, I'm gonna get off my knee, bring it onto his belly, step over, arm bar. All from the same arm that I attacked. I'm right here. I'm going to, if I let go and I do all this, he's just gonna escape. That's why I'm doing this. You see, now I'm like hanging out. But now I have a grip. Okay? So this foot that's on the mat is gonna help me get this foot over his head. Sit back to your butt. I have the grip still. I'm not crossing my legs. My foot, my calf is over that person's body or face. Okay? I let go of the grips, control the wrist, control the thumb. If I do not control the thumb, he's gonna be twisting away. I don't want him to twist away. I've worked too hard to get him in this position. Control the thumb. Don't break the thumb. Control the thumb, control the wrist. Slowly lift your hips up to the sky like this and pull his arm down. Do not break, do not yank it down. You'll hurt your partner or whoever you're going with. Never do this hard because you'll hurt somebody. Slowly lift it and then they will tap. One more time. Now you can see the back side of it. Does it look okay? You guys want to see it again, or you guys think we can do it?
Should we do the whole motion?
Do the whole motion, because how are we going to get there? We're not going to start there, right? You got to get there, earn that spot, and then finish with the submission. Make sense? We'll go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then for our spider guard, yeah, for these upper belts, really fast. We're working our spider guard. We're going to start off in the guard. Okay. Feet on the hips. 1, 2. Once I get my spider guard, Coach Dave's going to stand up. And now I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3. And then now we're going to work on top person to pass it. So you're going to step to the side. Right there, you're going to rotate your hand under. Give me the spider guard. Really fast. Let's try. See which one you want. Yes. Start off in the guard. He's going to get a spider guard position. Open thing. Comes up. 1, 2. Now I'm standing up. Remember, I'm in my neutral position. He's going to choose his 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step to the side. Break that tension. Rotate this grip right here. He's going to stay. I'm going to rotate under. I'm not going over because there's splits in the way. Rotate under. Now I'm going to shuffle to the side. Keep this grip. Come to the top. Drop. Go again. Let's get on my feet. 1, 2, 3. Pop, ease the tension. Nice and tight. We're just gonna recover, we're gonna review that position, and then we'll add to it later. All right? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Us over here. Again, this is super important that we work on that spring motion. Again, when Coach Dave's in my guard, I have to make sure I'm fast because he's gonna be passing me all day. So that's why I'm like, spring motion, okay? I can create the distance from him. 1, 2, 3, he gets in this neutral position. Say he's super tight, that's perfectly fine. Okay, what I'm gonna do is a cheap dummy sweep from here, okay? I told you not to do one leg at a time because he's gonna stand up and then you're gonna pass my leg to the side. I don't want that, but he's too good for that, he's too good. So I'm right here, I'm gonna lift both legs Oh. Good now. A lot of times they start reaching. You can finish your arm lock from there. I can't move him. I can't move him. Damn it. Or he knows it's coming. Now he doesn't. I go both feet. I go over my head. I don't go straight up. If I go straight up, if I go straight up, I'm just pulling tension. He's gonna do all this. He's gonna kill me with what we've been working. So I want to bring him directly over my shoulders. Sometimes they'll go, but he's gonna be bracing himself. He's gonna be bracing himself. So I go all the way up. You see now he's over. Sometimes they'll go, but look at, he brought himself close. I let go to this. I go to this. And I'll do the normal dummy sweep, right? Then you come up. You see that arm? Sometimes, we're not doing that yet, but sometimes I'll go finish all the way from here. See what I'm saying? Your normal dummy sweep.
The reason that arm's up is because it's a semi-neutral position when he does that dummy sweep, except he can get his hips above mine.
I'm using that momentum.
It's like I can almost sit up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
When you have heavy people, you're trying to get them pulled up over to get, once you start to go vertical or above your head. What's the best way to get them to actually move? Sometimes with the heavy guys, they start getting heavy when I start doing that.
Then you go to your normal spider guard.
Okay.
If he does, I mean, this is after, okay, we're in the neutral position. I can do all this stuff, right? If he doesn't, that's when we can start working what Coach Dave was teaching a while ago. Do all kinds of stuff. If I want him to step, I'll get him to step. Yeah, you start, this is part of the spider guard entry to the lasso, is you're working on all this other stuff. It's not just spider guard, it's spider guard lasso, cross body lasso, that Marigali sweep lasso. Okay, so in this case, one more time. If my partner has a strong base, boom, and I'm doing everything. Even if he just stays there, if he wants to stay on his knees, I'm gonna kill him with a triangle all from the spider guard position. That's fine. If he doesn't, I can still do the same thing. You see him still pulling, still come up with an arm lock, right? Wherever he wants to go, I have an answer for it. I don't want him, if you guys don't know where to go, it's because you're not drilling it enough. So keep drilling that position. And again, try to be coach. Watch, I'll show mid base. And it doesn't matter how good my base is, he's still gonna be able to. So neutral position. Even if I'm right here, he can still do the same thing. Go straight over. Oh, sorry. Yep, see? Go back again. Even if I'm not, so go again. I'm running out of space. He's gonna kill me. You see, it's like that. It doesn't matter how heavy I am. I'm like, holy shit, even if I'm stubborn, I'm gonna go. In order for me not to go, I gotta step. Or I'm gonna go, I have to do this to even up my base. And then he's killing me back this way because now it's that dummy sweep. If he doesn't, he's gonna go over even better. Make sense? Okay. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.